Okay. Also, another video from scrolling this morning. Also, I'm not fucking awake. And this was talking about why people with ADHD talk so much. Okay, I know why I talk so much. And the two big reasons I talk so much is because, one, I ain't had nobody to talk to in 10 years. And I now realize that I could do a lot of things that I was not allowed to do. So I talk to everybody. I talk to everybody. I talk to fucking everybody. And you didn't allow me to read and get an education. You didn't allow me to create art. So what did I do? I created a coloring business because I thought it was the coolest fucking thing. And everybody was jumping on board during COVID. Yet I don't see anything like I've created on the internet, or I'm not. I've reverse Google searched I don't know how many fucking times. I can't find shit. And so, but Google always hides crap. And I've noticed Pinterest and something else, they've got a lot of arts and crafts shit on there that Google won't show because I guess it's like they consider it old crafts that are like absolute public knowledge or some shit. I don't fucking know. So, I love Pinterest, by the way. And, so, like, what the fuck am I talking about here? Oh, yeah, talking to people. I'm not awake. You should see the previous video I made. And so, yeah, just imagine if you let me read books, if I was able to, like, check out books from the library and you weren't, like, feeding my dogs crack and destroy, slapping the sides of my car so that Tom just trashes my car, and that, I have to, God only knows what the fuck, I'm sick of this shit. And, I feed Tom the smallest amount of food and he is fat as fuck can be. Quit fucking feeding Tom. I swear to God. He is so fucking overweight and he barely eats anything a day. He barely eats this much food from 2 hands a day. Not this cup I'm trying to drink. Tom don't eat that much. He eats this tiny little amount of dry food a fucking day. And he has 4 to 5 shits a fucking day. And he's so fat with a swollen belly. And if I don't feed him, he starts snapping at me. Because guess who else feeding him? Not me. So that's his new master. He's going to fucking shit on my ass and bite the shit out of me. And I'm sick of him fucking biting me. God damn it. What were we talking? Oh yeah. And the second reason I talk so much is because, look at my face. 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 Don't look at this side. See this face? See this? Yeah. Okay. So people, when you look at a man with a Glasgow smile, do you think that man's friendly? Do you think he's going to talk to you? Do you think he's going to be nice? Or do you think he's going to shit on you and leave you in a corner or a road or a gutter? So, and the other thing is I'm tall. Okay, I'm tall. I'm a tall girl. And so I tell stories that are funny and that are saddening in pertaining to me having a shitty day and how people just treat me like shit or just crap has happened, and like the car accidents and that continually keep happening. Please don't hit my fucking car. Oh my God. Now that I fucking said that shit. And, like just nonstop, just bullshit. And so people love when somebody is lower than them and is, mentally lower, socially lower, just, but still trying, just still holding out hope, just being the nicest person. And that's what I have learned. And so, nobody's going to take their attitudes change, and they just become so much nicer and friendlier. And I, just continue to tell these stories of when I'm like stupid and it's funny, or I'm stupid and it's sad, or just stupid crap that happens to me. And like, and it's all true. Look at the fucking videos. And so, nobody likes people that are smart. They don't like people that are smarter than them. They don't like to be proven wrong. They don't like to. And the other thing is that when these people that want to come out on top, they will continually scream. They will scream because that person who screams the loudest wins. And I mean vocally, like death metal scream. And I'm sitting there completely calm, talking in a monotone, as, you know, low of a voice as I possibly can, just keep fucking talking, and they're just gonna keep screaming at me, and I know they want to touch me and slap me and kick me, but they can't, because 90% of the time they're on camera. And so, you know, that's why I talk so much. Oh, and the other reason I talk so much is because I like looking at people's faces. I like looking at the reactions. I like looking around me in the side eye of people that be smiling. They be smiling so hard, and I'll like turn my head or whatever, and they will whip their head around because they don't even want to be just seen, because, you know, I wear my camera on my chest or whatever. They don't even want to be seen by whoever's fucking watching, being so happy about the glorification of the shit show that is happening to me, that they're fantasizing about it just being worse and worse and worse. And so, you know, and they don't even want me to see that. They don't want me to see how violent and vicious it is. And then I was thinking about, like, this bullshit, man, I gotta go. This bullshit that fucking happened yesterday night. Like, okay, so you got, okay, so I guess the last name of the man is Rodriguez, so that means he's Spanish or Hispanic. And to me, it's like, oh, so Middle Eastern people and Hispanic people and some black people and some white people hate Jews because they're mad at they don't have slaves anymore. They're mad that they don't have slaves that they can abuse and beat anymore. They're mad. And yet there's a whole group of white people and black people and Hispanic people and Middle Eastern people that love Jews. They love them, and they are happy, and they are friends and nice people, and go to work and, you know, have fun, and what the fuck, and we're friends. What the fuck? And then there's a whole group of also white people that are mad that they don't have black people as slaves. They don't have other white lower races as slaves. Like, some comedian was saying, oh, there was a time in people's lives, and I remember this too, because I got told in middle school that, because I got, like, a teacher, like, was so pissed I told a Polak joke, and then I didn't understand racism, because my mom had given me this book of jokes, or maybe I got it from the public library, I don't know, it was a book of jokes, and I was like, I don't even know what a Polak is, but I was just telling this joke because people think it's funny. And she had to explain to me what a Polak is at school, when they don't teach about Polish people in public education. They don't teach about Italian people in public education. They teach you about the Civil War. They teach you about top tier government, like Washington, D.C. and the president, and how the Electoral College picks the president, and we don't. But you should totally vote. But they don't teach you to understand what voting is. And that also, they taught us how to write checks, because you're going to know how to write a check if you're going to pay for rent. No. You need to know how to write checks if you work at a business. You need to know how to write checks, and you need to do that, but they didn't teach us how to balance bank accounts or anything. And because this class was too fucked up, because it was the special ed class. And at you know, all they could do is say this is the curriculum for the day, and if nobody learns it, they just move on to the next day. So, because if somebody decided they were going to be violent or not take their meds, or maybe take their meds and be violent because the meds they take them are make them violent, I don't know. Or maybe they're just, you know, want to be violent because they would lock us in rooms and just leave us there with no chairs, and we couldn't sit down, and they were small, and yeah. This is why things are changing in the public education system. Thank you, cell phones. Don't ever go away. People are so nicer because of cell phones. What were we talking about? Jokes, racism. Yeah, so I just recently learned that Italian people weren't called white, and that Polish people weren't called white, and that there's a lot of white races. I knew that Irish people were not considered white, but they're considered white. I don't know what's going on there. Oh my god, this video is like 10 minutes. I need to wake up. I don't know what the fuck's going on.